Excellent. I'll start again with an acknowledgement. So we'd like to acknowledge the Boonwurrung people of the Kulin Nation, the traditional custodians of the land on which this project stands. We pay our respects to their elders past and present, and to all First Nations people of Australia. We acknowledge their continued and unceded connection to country and culture. This project I'm presenting is a collaboration between Spacecube and Breathe, and Jeremy Fisher from Spacecube would have been here, but he has COVID at the moment, so just me today. This project is called the Adaptable Living range, and the dwelling that's photographed is the first dwelling of the range. It's a range of prefabricated dwellings. They're built in a factory in the Dandenong Ranges in Victoria. They're modular in construction, and importantly, unlike a lot of modular construction, which is built to shipping container dimensions of 2.4 meters wide, this is built to a more human scale of 3.4 meters wide. The range is adaptable, so the modules are 30 square meters, and what you're looking at is one module. And the modules are designed to be put together and taken apart as a person's needs change over time. So that you can grow as your family grows, or downsize as your family downsizes, or that you could have a range of them, you know, for short-term accommodation or a hotel, etc. They're ideal for flexible living and working in a time when the world really needs this. And they're ideal for temporary or permanent solutions. So because they can be craned into place in just one day, they're great for temporary and short-term solutions as well. So this is the unit. So internally it's 30 square meters plus a 30 square meter pergola and deck outside. So it's a pretty simple floor plan. It's just a bedroom, a bathroom, a small kitchenette, a living area, and a fireplace. And this series of plans imagines ways that these can be configured together to form 2-bedroom units of various arrangements. So this is the module that has been built and is photographed that I'm presenting today, the 30 square meter 1-bedroom. And you can see that they've been configured into an arrangement of 2 bedrooms as well, or as I was saying, you could use them as a sort of hotel style of a series of 1-bedrooms as well. So the project or the range is efficient in construction. So Spacecube can produce these units in just 8 weeks. And the process is designed to minimize material waste. So because they're prefabricated in a factory, you don't have that sort of classic 10% wastage that you get on site because any offcuts can be reused for the next unit. And also Spacecube has been able to use software to maximize the efficiency of the material usage through the cutting. The units are transportable, as this unit has demonstrated. So this one was built in Victoria. In the ranges, it was put on a truck and then taken on a boat to Tasmania. Then it was trucked to site and craned into place, where it lived in Tassie for 3 months. And it has since returned to Victoria. It's currently located in the Dandenong Ranges at Spacecube's headquarters, where they're using it as a display suite at the moment. And I understand it's going to be redeployed into the Yarra Valley shortly. This is where it was at the time of photography in the Tarkine Forest on the northwest corner of Tasmania. Here are some photos of it arriving to site via truck, being craned into place onto 8 engineered timber footings. And as you can see, it touches the ground quite lightly compared to conventional construction. The equipment is only used, for a day at a time, and the footing structure is much less invasive. The range is designed with sustainable materials in mind. Has Australian hardwood timber floors, Australian blackbutt timber bench tops, Australian made Autex ceiling lining with 100% recycled PET plastics, and Cementel barestone wall finish. And we chose this material for a number of reasons, one of them being that it's made in Australia and we wanted a finish that didn't need an applied paint finish on site. The other being that we needed a material that was rigid enough to withstand transport, not just once, but over time, because we really want these units to be able to move around and to, to move from side to side as user needs change. So we needed something that had a lot of rigidity and would be able to withstand that, as well as could be installed with silicon joints to allow for some movement as they get trucked and craned into place. This is a project that has sustainability at its core. It focuses on reusability, and Spacecube are currently working on 2 alternative kind of funding models for these, including the ability to lease them instead of outright purchase them, as well as a buyback scheme, so that if you did buy one, you only needed to use it for a couple of years because you were going to develop the site into your forever home, but in the meantime, you wanted a short-term accommodation or a revenue stream of Airbnb that you could lease it for a couple of years, or you could buy it and then sell it back to Spacecube. The unit is BAL 19, and it's important to consider in the context of climate change that a lot of these units will be located in bushfire-prone areas. And the units this particular unit is designed to BAL 19, but they can accommodate other BAL ratings as well. It's small footprint at only 30 square meters, so it has everything you need, but nothing in excess, and therefore is incredibly rational in the embodied energy that it takes to deliver this dwelling. And it's 100% off the grid. It's got 4 kilowatts of solar PV array, 2 Tesla power walls, solar hot water, induction electric cooking, and a fireplace for heating. So because it's only 30 square meters, it's the only heating we needed to heat up the space is the fireplace. And in this first prototype, it is a wood burning fireplace, although the range has since moved to a sustainable pellet stove option. The unit is 7.5-star energy rated, and it can be adapted to suit other sites and orientations and climate zones. So the window locations and orientations can change, as well as the shading to accommodate to hit 7.5 stars in other climate zones. It's got passive shading and to control solar heat gain and optimize operational energy. All of the windows are high performance double glazed timber windows.
1 minute remaining.
Thank you. And it's designed to adapt to future needs in future locations. This project is a sustainable, future-oriented vision of how we can work, live, and build in the context of climate change in a way that is beautiful, sensitive, and adaptable. Thank you.